Hey, Mission Control. Jennette McCurdy here, reporting for duty. Next screen test. Let's do this.
She might be taking a major step back from the wild spotlight in her younger years, but Jennette McCurdy has a big, brave plan for herself that might even include stepping in front of a camera soon.
Okay, what'd you eat for breakfast? A big bowl of Crazy Flakes?
Welcome everybody! Today we're taking a look at the former iCarly star and her journey beyond Nickelodeon and childhood acting. Jennette recently made headlines with her controversial one-woman play titled I'm Glad My Mom Died, which she describes as a darkly comedic one-hour, one-woman show about why her mom's death went from being the worst thing that ever happened to her to the best. How did she get the courage to put on such a personal show, and what does she say would be the only reason she'd ever return to acting? Let's find out.
Is there a spell in there that'll turn my mom into a woman with a job?
If you're looking for your daily dose of entertainment videos, then what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get to it. You may be missing her in the iCarly reboot, but Jennette seems to be in a pretty awesome place since quitting acting back in 2017. She's been extremely vocal in interviews on her own podcast, Empty Inside, about her struggles as a child actor. When the iCarly reboot was announced and we didn't see Jennette in any of the promo pics, fans were quick to inquire about why she had taken a step back. She openly said, I did the shows that I was on from like 13 to 21, and by 15 I was already embarrassed. My friends at 15, they're not like, oh cool, you're on this Nickelodeon show. It was embarrassing, and I imagine there's a very different experience to be had with acting if you're proud of your roles, and if you feel fulfilled by them. While we found the shenanigans and crazy scenarios fun, Jennette was dealing with serious demons from her childhood and her relationship with her mother and what she calls a dysfunctional Mormon family. The last on-screen appearance she had was in an independent short film titled First Lady. With her stepping away from an industry that brought out the worst in those around her, Jennette has found her niche in writing. Not only does she write her own short films, but she directs them. They're not obscure either. Some of her works that deeply reflect on her personal journey have gained critical acclaim and praise from viewers in major film outlets such as The Hollywood Reporter. Her film Strong Independent Woman deals with an issue close to her heart. The film is described as a story about a frazzled mother who puts all her energy into helping her daughter overcome an eating disorder.
I just want you to know that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to, even if you are female.
Jennette had shared about her own mother's struggle with eating and the influence that had on Jennette's disordered eating habits. She wrote an article for the Huffington Post in which she revealed how her mother nurtured those dangerous food practices by encouraging her to eat less and praising her for a thin frame. She talks about the one time her mom stopped her from eating ice cream and that back then it was seen as an act of love. She also said, I don't hold this against my mom at all. I don't think she could help it. Mom had been hospitalized for anorexia on several occasions when she was a teenager, and I'm not convinced that she overcame her disordered eating. When I was growing up, the only dinner I ever saw her eat was a plate of steamed broccoli and cauliflower with a single pinch of garlic salt for flavor. But Jennette doesn't let others off the hook either. She called out the industry for affirming such radical behavior by constantly complimenting her no matter how thin she got or how unhealthy she looked. Jennette's play confronts these issues and how she couldn't deal with them properly once her mother died in 2013. She says, I had to kind of fight the demons on my own time. I went dark. I went off social media. I quit acting. I had to make these pretty big life decisions in order to deal with my stuff, my life. She also attributes her leaving acting to her mother's passing. Jennette expressed in the past that she had never really wanted to be an actress, but she did it because it was putting food on the table for her financially challenged family, and it was what her mother wanted. She explained that when her mother died, the dreams she had for Jennette died with her. When it comes to acting, Jennette is still working on accepting any roles. She's handling her mom's passing and managing the disordered eating, but she would have to reconcile her past with acting for her to get back to the medium. I'm not fully there yet, Jennette says. I still have complicated feelings towards my past from my experience with Nickelodeon. It's something that I work on. I'd like to get to a place of peace with my past. That would be great. This is the biggest reason why she wasn't a part of the reboot. Though she's not on the screen, she still knows her way around a set. Strong Independent Woman was hailed as real and comically diverse, making the official selection of 12 different film festivals, including the LA Live Film Fest and the Women's Comedy Film Festival in Atlanta. Her other film, titled Kenny, which follows a man in his 30s who's at a really bad place in his life as he takes care of his sick mother, was nominated for the Grand Jury Prize for Best Short Film for the 2019 Florida Film Festival.
I don't know, I've got the late shift.
But the rental's only good till midnight.
Well, I'll hurry home, but you might want to start it without me.
She's clearly found her niche, and whenever she digs into these raw and emotional portions of her life, it pays off well. But would Jennette consider acting again? Well, she already came back to it for her one-woman show. She clearly wants to take great care of any acting role she steps into and comes back to it whenever the emotional and social impact will be meaningful. With her controlling the narrative, I'm Glad My Mom Died became an outlet for her. Jennette also revealed that she would consider returning to acting for one reason only: if the director was well respected and ready to do impactful work. She said, "I feel like I have a point of view and I have a vision. We'll see where things are in a few years." So if you'd love to see Jennette in an acting role, then send some admirable directors her way. Until then, she'll dominate from behind the camera. There you have it. Jennette is on the up and up, and if you want to support her work, then go ahead and watch her short films. Let us know what you think about her new way of life in the comment section below. And don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you're a fan of videos just like this. See you in the next one.